All right, kids, here we are for Math Minute 15. And so I'm going to zoom in here. We'll do numbers 1 through 5. We'll talk about it, and then we'll get started. Sorry, this page is on here, but we are working on Math Minute 15. I'm just having a little trouble folding my pages now that we're further on. So let me pause it and zoom in, and we'll get started. I put a little blank piece of paper over there, so I try not to distract you from what we're doing. But anyway, Math Minute 15, number 1 says write the fraction that names the shaded portions. The shaded portions, the number goes on top, and the unshaded portions, the portions in all. So let me be clear, the portions in all go on the bottom. And so remember this number on top, we call the numerator, and I'll write that in for you. And then this number on the bottom, we call the denominator. And those will be important as we get into fractions. So numerator goes on top, denominator goes on the bottom. This one, the numerator, sometimes will ask you for shaded portions. Sometimes it will ask you for unshaded portions. But the bottom one is always the portions in all. So 1, 2, 3, 4 portions in all. Number 2 says multiply the numbers. 3 times 5 equals, or 3 groups of 5 is the same as how many rainbows? Number 3, there are how many sets of 2 and 4? And so this is actually getting into division. This is the reverse of multiplication. Multiplication, we would say 2 groups of 2 gives us 4. But in division, we say if we split 4 up into 2 separate groups, how many groups do we have? So that's a little bit different way of looking at it. Number 4, the line segment has 2 names. We've talked about this one before. So the points are A and B. So whatever you think this one says BA. So there's only one other possible line segment name for it, but they always have 2 names. The first one is BA that they give you. So what's the second one? And number 5 says 3 plus 2 plus 2. That's just addition with 3 different add-ins. So I will let you get to work on those and then pause it and come back and check your answers. For number 1, you should have had 2 fourths. Okay, that's how you would say that, 2 fourths. Number 2 should be 15. Number 3, there are 2 sets of 2 in 4, or 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So I have 1 set of 2 here, 1 set of 2 here. If I split 4 equally in half, I come up with 2. Number 4, the line segment has 2 names. The first one is AB, and you would show that with a little barbell looking like line over the top with a point here and a point there, with AB underneath it, and BA, because remember you can go forwards and backwards. And then number 5, 3 plus 2 plus 2 is 7. So let's go on to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll take a look at these, and then we'll wrap it up. Circle how many quarts are in 1 gallon. If you look at this number and think of quarter in a dollar, quarter is usually 4. So there are 4 quarters in a dollar. There are 4 quarters in a football game. So quarts in a gallon, we'll just do this one together because we haven't talked about this. There would be 4 quarts in a gallon. 7 through 10, circle line or line segment. We've talked about this before too. The lines have the arrows on the end of them, and the line segments have the points on the end of them. And so don't let it throw you off if there's more than one. It's still the same thing. If it doesn't have the arrows on the end of it, it is not a line. So because we just kind of talked about that, we'll just go through and do this one together too. But number 7 is a line because it's got 2 arrows. Number 8 is a line segment because it has 2 points. Number 9 is still a line segment because there are no arrows in there. Even though it has 3 different points, it's still a line segment. And number 10 is still a line, even though there's 3 points, because it has 2 arrows on the end of it. So that's how you would complete 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can go ahead and move on to your math lesson as soon as you're ready. Thanks for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye.